Yeah, man. Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you as well.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
You
And
you
I'm
got
sorry.
you got you've got actually because you're a couple minutes early. You got 23 minutes. His next interview is at 20 minutes after the hour, so you're golden.
Okay. Let's just get into it. I I have to do it. I
Look,
gotta do it. Just kid. You already know what it's going.
I like it. I think.
You already
I
know what
hope.
it's going. When
I
we
don't
have
know. Tell me.
the over the top intro, I
Oh,
hope I gotta do it. Let's just get right into it. My next guest is a two-time guest of this podcast. He is an award-winning filmmaker with nearly a billion, with a B, billion views for directing and producing work all over these internets. You know him from his work on Drawn by Pain, Bitch, I'm Early, and what we are here to talk about today. Where's My Package? Making its New York debut Friday, January 16th at the Dances with Wolf Film Festival. Jeskid, welcome back to the podcast, all the way from Money Making Manhattan. What's up, man?
I feel like I should fucking shout too. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Man,
I'm chilling, bro.
yo, look, I get it. Last year, came to the podcast, you know what you was in for. Loud guy from the Midwest, from Detroit, and we had a ball. We had a good time. And then when I was told you wanted to come back, I am overjoyed because
Oh, thank you.
man, we man, it was great. And the only
Mm.
thing greater than our last visit is this next film you just came up with. Where's my package? So let's just get into it. I have been this person. I am going to do this without trying to spoil the film. However, especially around the holiday season, I was this guy.
Hmm.
Where did this idea come from?
Well, I mean, I think we all this guy. You know what I'm saying? We're all like, everybody's constantly checking their inbox, seeing how, like, where it is. Is it in Kentucky? Is it in Cincinnati? Why is it not here? They're out to get me. Somebody on the other side of this don't care about me. You call up, they turn you down, they act like you don't exist, and then you say, do I have to take things into my own hands? Do I got to do something to get my shit? And it's like, you order it, you want it. And the level of expectation is insane on our side. The level of service sometimes is poor on their side. And
Mm.
it's the perfect playground for making a comedy about, because the whole thing is fucked up.
Personally, I have been this guy because, like I said, the holiday season, I got into a big thing. Like him, I had to make the claims. I had to say, hey, we didn't get it this time. And I'm dealing with this person who is, and I'm being nice. I will be nice,
Mm-hmm.
devoid of human empathy.
Oh, yeah, they don't care.
The level of not care, and I get it. They don't know if they're shipping thumbtacks or kidney.
That's right.
And it
Or a
the
thumbtack
level
kidney.
it just I'm like, hey, and I tried to resonate, and this is my own personal experience. I'm trying to resonate to this person like a human
Mm.
because it's like, okay, you guys made there's an agreement that we are making right now.
Mm-hmm.
That if
The
I
social
pay you,
contract.
yeah,
That's right.
I pay you this money at this time,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the package will be here at this time
Mm-hmm.
in exactly how it needs to be. Not on the side of my house, not in the front door where everybody can see it. Right in the little cubby hole
Yeah,
that
man.
be made for you.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's too
That's very
personal.
personal.
It's very personal.
Very personal.
So I'm curious. Other than going battling demons, what was the most challenging part of making this film? Because like I'm doing my best not to talk about it, but I'm
Mm.
going into some of the things I went over this holiday season.
Mm-mm. So
So
without spoil, I'm okay with anything that doesn't spoil towards the end,
that's
right?
what I'm saying.
So
That's why
I'm
I'm
okay
not
with.
talking about it.
I'm okay. I'll say it out loud. So
Okay.
it's a guy who gets so frustrated with not getting his package, and gets more and more unhinged, and you learn more and more about his level of unhinged, and the unhingedness of others, that he winds up in the very warehouse trying to get his shit back. Because for him, he has to escalate it because it's got to get there on time. It's
Right.
important to him. And I think it's almost like going to the doctor nowadays, right? You think like, oh, my kidney, my kidney hurts, right? And I could die. And they treat you as if nothing's wrong. You know, why are you all upset? Why are you upset for waiting 4 hours? Because my kidney's falling out. That's why I'm here. And you're supposed to show me some empathy. But they've been put through the ringer so much, and so much of the system has squeezed so much money out of it. It's like being a substitute teacher. You're going to school and you're thinking, I'm here to help. They're paying you $6 an hour. The kids are throwing shit at you. It's not a good setup for anybody to learn and for the teacher to feel any good, because the system itself is siphoning money to the top. All that money's supposed to go into you getting your package, those people serving you well in customer service. None of that is there. So it's just, it's an awful experience baked with expectation for me and for anybody else. And it would make anybody go insane. And I'm hopeful that people can really resonate. Obviously you do, I do.
Yeah.
And I think they do, because the second somebody sees the film, they don't talk about the movie. They tell me about their package story.
I just did.
Oh my God, let me tell you this. And then my own guy who stars in the film, Gabe Pacheco, wonderful guy. He's like, dude, I'm going through it right now. Like, they're supposed to deliver a bed. They say it's in Kentucky, it's not. One of my other people in the film may or may not have called the police once because felt like they were stealing her stuff. Because that's how it feels. Because you order, you paid for it. So it's like if you went to the store, you wouldn't have that problem.
You're right, because, okay, I know I'm digging too much into me right now, but just bear with me.
Let's dig, bro. We got 23 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. There's a question coming out of it. Okay, it got to the point where I made the claim, and I questioned the lady like I was like head law official, because I'm like, what is the investigation process? Unless you got a damn time machine, how can you investigate the thing that you didn't do when you did it while still doing this to someone else? You're clearly not doing this just to me. I hope it's not just me.
No, it's everybody. But it feels like in that moment it's just you, because they're not escalating it in the way that it needs to be escalated, because they don't care. Because you have to understand that these people have been yelled at by the 23 people that preceded you. So by the time it gets to you, they're beat up. They're just like, You know what I'm saying? And you need it solved, and you're hitting like a wall of apathy, and you don't understand, because it's like calling, no offense to the cell phone companies, I'm not going to list the ones that I have because I could go on.
Oh,
and then I'm transferred to another country, and then everybody's transferred this and transferred that, and by the end of it, they love you, they're nice to you until you cross that line. And in this film, the guy crosses the line. Once you start cursing at him, it's over, and you lose your cool.
But that's the thing. You do everything in your power to make that person lose their cool.
I mean, you have to.
And that's what makes it so infuriating.
Yeah.
Because you get on the phone, you start the investigation, and I swear, every phone call, it's always one sentence too many, and they say the dumbest thing that you could think of, and you lose it.
Yeah, because you've been on the phone for 72 hours. If you were getting paid minimum wage for that amount of time, you could have bought the package 4 times over. So
I think this film at this time, this is actually the question. And I know it's a short film, but what, if anything, was left on the cutting room floor? Because there's a level of mania that you could just delve into. As you see, we're relating war stories right now. So if you really, without spoiling anything, there's a level of mania you can just dig into the main character. So what was left on the cutting room floor?
Or the other character that the film may or may not end with. We're not going to touch it. We'll come back to it.
I'm doing my best to kind of like tiptoe.
No, it's okay. Let me ask you a question. So Mania, and then I'll ask you a question if that's okay.
Okay.
So in the Mania sense, I had a feature film that I was writing and developing, and this is like an offshoot of that. Okay. Maybe from a different perspective. So yeah, I mean, it's endless. As you can tell from this and my other film, I hope you can, that I like to take petty things that are important to us, that are actually really, that have bigger meaning overall, that are in a bigger social context, and make cinematic moments out of it. That's what I try to do. and make something that's important to us big, because in our eyes it's huge because it affects us. And then you look at it first from the how it affects you and I, what we're talking about, and then the sort of subtext of the backdrop that's causing it. That's what I'm really interested in. But that's done through personal stuff that we experience. Like in Bitch I'm Early, it's about a system that's really crushing these two people and squeezing them and really doesn't care. And this is not so dissimilar, right? This is a system that really is meant to provide a service to us, meant to bring us joy, meant to bring us convenience. But in that convenience comes bureaucracy, right? And the lie that it's going to be executed in the way that you pay for. And as we get less and less money in our society, because it's being sucked to the top, it is what it is. I didn't make that happen. I think you can look at bank statements of people of wealth and be like, yeah, how'd that guy get $42 billion last week? How did that happen? Mm-hmm. It comes from somewhere. And so when that pulled it out of the system, that experience for us is getting worse and worse and worse. And then my real question is, like, not for you, but for the audience, is why are we doing this? Why are we so caught up in all this? I don't know how I got like this. So I'm not judging nobody else. I'm the dude after we get off the phone. It's like, I just got the where's my package hand sanitizers to hand out at the film festival, by the way. Right? Mm-hmm. Little guy's face in anguish. Right? And, but I was checking the tracking info for this. Where's my shit?
Yeah.
So why am I so, maybe it's because I have less to spend. And so these things become more important as I get them. Maybe it's because I'm entitled. But I love the discussion that it brings up around what are we doing? What are we doing?
It's kind of what you said earlier. It's the unwritten social contract of it all. Because, okay, when you order a package from any service, without naming names, you have the money you're supposed to pay, the date it's supposed to be there, and whatever instructions that you have laid out. This is the deal. We digitally shake hands and get it there. Any hiccup along the way is now your fault.
Yeah, that's insane.
On both sides of the table.
Insane. It's insane.
On both sides of the table.
Yeah.
Any hiccup is now your fault. So now you got this finger pointing contest of who did what to who. And hopefully the end result is that mid-euphoric feeling of opening that package as it shows up. Whatever's in the box doesn't matter. Is the actual opening of the package. Is you're chasing a feeling.
You are a dopamine hit. That's another conversation. So I'm interested by that as well, right? You could say that these packages are the same thing as me and my phone scrolling for that hit, right? So my question really is for the audience, for the world, and for myself mainly is, why do I need this dopamine hit to be happy? Who has trained me to need to order this shit all the time and to scroll my phone endlessly to feel happy? Why can't I just go to the store like a normal person and buy something that I can or cannot afford, hopefully can afford, without the quick, and why is it so easy, like a video game, for just me to hit that button with my credit card? It's not good. It's too tempting.
I believe I can answer that question. As kids, we were trained, and this is way before the package deliverers of the world. And we'll leave it at that. If you got mail, you were special.
That's right. Especially Christmas. Yeah.
And I mean regular mail, a letter mail. That means someone took the time out to write this thing out. They were with you, and they did whatever. You were special. So every day when you saw that guy or girl wearing blue walking down the street, here we go. I'm special. And if they passed your house and gave you nothing, you're like, oh no, you forgot something. Me. And they're like, not today. And they just keep going.
Did you ever do like a summer camp or that kind of thing when you were a kid?
Yes, same deal. Valentine's Day.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. This is the closest I've ever been to murderous in my life.
This is turning into a confessional. I may have to make a movie about this.
Oh no, Valentine's Day. They're kids. Okay. I grew up in Detroit public schools. So let's think 20 to 30 kids per classroom, right? and we all had to make the little paper mailboxes at the end of our desk. And right before we got out of there, if you had a Valentine, they dropped the Valentine. So you bought a pack of 20. It's 30 kids. Simple math. 10 kids ain't getting nothing.
I was that kid. But please continue. Don't feel bad.
I was
for me.
that kid.
Okay, that's fair enough. We're sharing this
checked
moment.
the mailbox, and you start doing math. So 20 on 20, right? So out of best case scenario, 20 kids with 20 envelopes, and I ain't get shit. Oh, the rage levels.
Yeah, man. Because I'm with you.
It's anonymous, but not anonymous at the same time, because you see the people. And you flip that envelope over and nothing's in there, and you just start going off in your head like, I was good to you. I was good to you. You got the Macho Man Randy Savage card. You got
but all this, what you're saying is all this ties into the same sort of like culture of, if you get something, you're special, and now we can control it. So I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So the style of the film, tell me what you thought, how it made you feel. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the film itself without the twist or whatever it is.
One thing I like about the style is it speaks to every man. And the reason it speaks to every man because of everything we just said a minute ago. But there's this, without spoiling, need. There's a time aspect. Like I talked about my personal thing, my thing was about the holiday season. So I need this to get there before the holidays show up. In his case, is a different story. But the need for that. So you have this internal feeling of man versus time.
And also, did you feel man versus system as well?
System, yes, but I went more macro than micro. Because there was this thing in the back of my head, like, man, maybe he should have used somebody else, or maybe he should have, like, you kind of, in a weird way, you find yourself teaming with the billionaire. You're just kind of like, maybe he should have, they may have a reputation. Did he check his stars or whatever? But it was the time aspect. It was like, well, the toothpaste was already out of the tube. So he's in it now. He's in the system now. So now it's a race against time.
Did you? What about the company's name of Logistics?
Oh,
did you cheer for them?
I was getting at.
With a capital D?
Yes, and that's what like I didn't want to spoil that.
I don't mind.
That's why I was just kind of like, logistics. Yeah, you really should have read up on them before. That's why I said you end up siding with the system a little bit. Like, of all companies, you went with them.
Yeah, Logistics.
Yeah,
you should have known.
You should have known.
You should have known. And yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, there's this built-in anxiousness that you have in you, because you want to see my man do good. You want to see him come out on the other end and everything's fine. But when he wild out, you're totally there with him, because you're like, yeah, I probably would have did the same thing.
That's amazing.
So there's this like weird anxiousness. I want to take this with the biggest pinch of salt. What you made is mundane Scarface.
Love it.
You shouldn't be rooting for this guy doing these things. Like, you see Breaking Bad in the back. You find yourself rooting for him doing these horrific things. And your film is in the same vein on a much lower scale. Where you're just kind of like, I don't approve of this, but go on. Let me see how this works.
Did you find it funny?
Oh my God, yes. Because again, the human element, you find yourself, I found it funny doing this, because it's like, would I do this if I got the opportunity? I think I would. I really, in my heart of hearts, think I would.
How did you feel without spoiling it at the very end of the film? The very end of the film for me is I'm not putting anything on you. One of my favorite things I've shot in 30 years. That very end.
I felt a whelm of relief, and I was very proud of everyone. And
you saw after the credits, right?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm getting to that part. I can't wait for the sequel. I only assume if you dug a little bit more, it would be crazier than this one.
Yeah, well, with that character in particular, yeah.
Oh,
I think
yes.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Unhinged.
Yes.
I agree.
So let me ask this, because we're getting
Tell
up
me.
against it.
Tell me.
This is what makes your visit so cool, because the time
Mm.
just shredded past. I
Oh,
just
thank you.
happened to look down. It just went past so fast. All right, the big opening is in about 2 weeks, right?
Mm.
New York
Dance with
City,
Films.
your
Rocking it.
hometown. Yes.
Rocking it.
I gotta know, what do you want people to take away from this film?
I mean, there's so many things. Look, I love my performers. I have some of the repeat performers from the last film. I love them. Gabe Pacheco, Mike Das is in the new one, and a bunch of other people. Carrie Height, who plays the DJ, and there's just so many. And then the little girl, I'll just say little girl, Isabella Martinez. Like, I want them to feel good about that. That's very important that my team appreciates what we did because we did it together. I mean, look, they come in for a few days. I work for a year or two. This is what it is. But it is a jointly our project, right? It's their life force bringing authenticity. So I want them to have a good experience. Secondarily, I have a new style that I feel like I'm putting into the universe. And I think it's really interesting and different and extraordinary and fresh air, I hope, for people. And I want to keep it going. I want to make more films with it. And I have a feature film that I'm working on. I've written a bunch before, but this one is special and different in the same ways that you enjoyed this one and like and bitch 'em early. And I'd love to find the funding, $10-20 million to do it. It's a lot of money to do it right. And I'm just hopeful that this is another step towards that. But I think it's extremely important to just go to the festival, meet other filmmakers, enjoy their work. Because I got to a point in my life, it can't just be about me. So I want to have a community experience that's awesome. But of course, you want people to love your work and to talk about it after. I'm a human being, right? That worked really hard. You want people to really appreciate the art. And if somebody comes out laughing and saying, "Oh my God, can you believe what we just saw?" and says an epic comment like "mundane Scarface," that's beautiful. You're taking cinematic language and placing it on characters who are going through everyday shit, and I love that. And that's me, man. That's me. So I would be happy if people left with a really strong impression of the work and they talked about it, and I made people happy. That's why I do this.
Man, that's the best way we got to wrap this up. We're going
Mm.
against it. Jeskid, the best kid. Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you,
much for
sir.
coming
You're
here.
awesome.
You are always welcome. It's
Thank you.
always a joy. You do these films that, like, I gotta do a couple laps around because I think about what's happening on the screen, how it affects me, and I hope people feel the same way. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's a long way to say thank you so much for coming to this podcast. You're always welcome here, man.
Oh, you're the best, man. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
All
Yay.
right, man.
Appreciate you,
I
bro.
see you.
Peace, man.
Bye.